piece of news, just around Microsoft. So quite interesting news actually. I think so. They've acquired Smash.gg, or Smash.gg as most people call it. So for those that don't know, Smash.gg launched back in 2015, and it's a way to manage and run tournaments. So this could be either online or offline, and it's pretty much become the standard for, like any tournament really. You can even run your local tournament, and many people do. There's lots of really cool integrations with it. It even has like history and background into competitors. So that's why it's even kind of gotten bigger, because, if you use it, then it links to other tournaments that have been run. So then you can easily do brackets when you are setting up tournaments, and Microsoft has acquired them, which kind of interesting. And I think most of the impetus, obviously, if you think about the name Smash.gg, is very much from the Smash community, but it has branched out. So I'll see Rocket League tournaments run with Smash.gg. And, I think it's just used for anything these days. But what do we think about, Mike, just, what this means for Microsoft, and like, what are they doing in this space?
Honestly, can I defer that question to Swinny? Because I haven't even heard of Smash.gg.
Oh, okay.
I know you intentionally picked on me because I'm the last person to give a shit about esports.
No, I was rewarding you for not interrupting, but you're not interrupting because you have nothing to say.
Why thank you?
It's a carrot.
Okay, so one thing about me that our dear listeners might not know, I'm really not into esports. Probably because I'm not into sports, period. I just don't find it fascinating watching other people do stuff like that. I mean, why not just do it yourself? Why not go out and kick a ball? Why not go out and hit a ball with a tennis racket? Why watch someone else play something? Go play yourself.
But that's like saying, why would you go to a concert? Just play music at home.
Well, no, that's different, because you can't play music yourself.
That's the point, because a lot of these athletes, they do stuff I can't do.
I still don't get it.
All right, well, this isn't a discussion around the concept of sports.
No, it's a discussion around the concept of watching other people do stuff instead of just having a go at doing it yourself.
This isn't just about watching. This Smash.gg is about people competing in tournaments.
Yeah, but the whole thing, the whole esports thing. I'm the resident. I just don't get esports.
I know, but esports isn't just about the viewers. It's also about the competitors. I understand what you're saying about but that's exactly what you're saying.
So
why
Mike,
don't you go out and play a game yourself? That's what they're doing.
No, correct, Mike. So
yeah, but
they use the listeners to play the sport.
Yes.
I feel like you don't understand what I just said, but anyway.
No, I didn't. It's like in one ear out the other. I just really don't care about esports.
Let me give my thoughts about this then. All right. So let's learn to never talk to Mike about esports again.
No, we could talk about it. I just won't say anything because I have no opinion on it, other than it's just not my thing.
My first reaction to this kind of was, oh no, Mixer? I thought of Mixer straight away.
Whatever happened to Mixer? Is this still around? Did they shut it down completely? Oh, yeah, they did too.
I can't remember the original name of Mixer off the top of my head, but at some point, I think they will rename Smash.gg, but it's. I think the difference with Mixer here is that Smash.gg is, if not the leading, but one of the most leading platforms for this, whereas Mixer was not the leading streaming platform.
Wow, I've never even heard of it. This is amazing. It's like this entire part of gaming that I'm just completely oblivious to. So
I find it funny that you find it shocking that you don't want to know anything about esports, so you don't know stuff about esports, and now you're shocked about stuff.
Well, I'm just shocked. I've never even come across it.
Do you know there's gambling on esports, Mike?
I'm aware of that, and you know how much I love gambling. So
Victorians were arrested, in your state, were arrested, and it became an international story for match fixing.
Yes, I did hear of that.
Okay, there you go. You've got some awareness.
I do. This would be quite ironic that one day I'll end up. I can just see how this is going to pan out. I start by saying, esports, blah, 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 who cares about esports? And one day I'll own my own esports team.
Play Counter-Strike.
Mike, if there were, I'm sure there's probably something out there, but if there were esports centered around stuff like the F1 games or...
Nah, still wouldn't watch it.
Really?
Couldn't care less.
No, not watching, playing, I'm saying. Would you be interested in the idea of, Oh,
competing in it.
people are having a
Yeah.
tournament
No,
in F1.
no, wouldn't watch it. Wouldn't compete in it. Couldn't care less.
Okay, all right. Let's just
I like
check.
how violent you are about it.
I'm not valid. I just legit just don't care about it. So I used to do competitive tennis when I was younger.
Really?
And I used to play. Yeah, I used to play weekly comps and everything. And I didn't mind it, but again, it's because I actually got to partake in it. But watching tennis, I always found
We're
that
not
boring.
talking
My
about
parents was like,
watching.
"Oh, the Australian Open's on. You should go check out the Australian Open." I was like, I just don't find it interesting watching people hit the ball. I'd rather actually hit the ball myself. You know what I mean?
Okay, all right. Intergot, what are your thoughts on Microsoft acquiring Smash GG?
Yeah, look, like I think, the point you were making just around Smash.gg is essentially the Twitch, like versus the Mixer in this situation. It is
What's
the
Twitch?
dominant. Stop it. It is the dominant platform in this space, and I just wonder with Xbox if they'll look to then integrate it directly into Xbox One, or sorry, Xbox Series. And I guess essentially it would be Xbox One because it's the same UI, right?
They will. They'll integrate it for a year and then they'll shut it down.
No, I don't think this one would. I don't think
I'm
that
calling
that
it
will shut
now.
down. No,
My
because this is
prediction
already
of 2021.
this is already the popular platform. So I don't think Microsoft has had a propensity to mess around with the formula too much. They've people have kind of forgotten they've acquired LinkedIn, they've acquired Skype, and they haven't really stuffed around with those platforms. If anything, to me, they
didn't
probably
they
haven't
shut
invested
Skype
enough.
down?
Sorry,
I
what
thought
was
they
that
were
like?
shutting Skype down. Skype was being shut down. If it's not already shut
I think
down.
Skype for Business is being sunsetted, but I think regular Skype isn't.
Yeah,
It's still
regular
alive?
Skype.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but that makes sense because they got Microsoft Teams.
Yeah, I know. There's no point having multiple
so-
platforms for the same thing.
Yeah, like I think this would be exciting, and I think for them maybe as well. Because they've got to try to somehow find a way to get some of these FGCs, these fighting games onto their platform. Like, it always surprises me to think that Street Fighter V is only available on PS4. Like, that's quite unbelievable, really, when you think about it. Whereas I actually think the Xbox Series X is a really good platform. Just with Game Pass and everything the way it is, like, you could imagine some of these fighting games and some of these other competitive games, they're free as part of Game Pass. Then you've got Smash.gg integration. It's quite a neat sort of circle that you'd have there. So maybe that's what they're intending to do. I don't know. What do you think of that, Swinny?
Yeah, it's tough to say because I don't know if Smash.gg is the kind of platform that, is it something that is not easy, but does it make sense to directly integrate into the UI? I don't know. I don't know enough about, like, I've never sat there going through how to create a tournament, how to manage a tournament, because I've never had to. It's it's an interesting space for them to play around in. I think it will really show its hand if they start to push Halo multiplayer really hard with Halo Infinite. I reckon that's possibly where that stuff will come into play.
Yeah, no, fair enough. And then switching gears very dramatically. So we're talking about multiplayer games.